Are there any like topics that you see emerging, or kind of hot topics or conversations in the meeting? Can you talk a little about that?
Yeah. The topics that have been, well, it's not just this year, but some previous years. One of the hot topics is continually, does grief counseling work? If you're bereaved and you go to a grief counselor, will you be helped? That's one of the really hot topics that divides us. There are some in my field who are just absolutely convinced, not only that does the grief counseling not work, but some people are thinking that it harms people. Other people are convinced that it depends on how much a person is desirous of being helped to begin with. To force people to go into a session against their will, I don't mean that literally, they're being lashed in, but that they really don't have a commitment to do it, so you get them in a study. And so that's one of the topics. Another hot topic is, do people recover from bereavement? I have colleagues who are absolutely convinced that to use the word recover is wrong. In fact, some people say you shouldn't recover. It's almost like betraying the person who died. I say that's a bunch of hogwash. People recover from bereavement on the whole. And I say, if you think I mean by that, they get back the person who died. Well, of course that's inane. That's not what you recover. But you recover your ability to function, you recover your ability to engage in relationships, to make a contribution to the world. The person will always be with you in some regard. I'm not mean paranormal, but my father and mother have died. My father 30-some years ago, my mother just 3 years ago. And they're with me. I think of them, but they don't inhibit my living. They don't make it impossible for me to love my wife and daughter, to engage with students, to want to make a contribution. I think people recover. I think the evidence shows people recover. Well, anyway.
And that you want them to, I mean.
Well, yeah. I think that's a really interesting way to put it, Chris. Do some people not want people to recover? I don't know if that's what's going on. Is growth possible following bereavement? That divides people.
Yeah.
I don't think everybody grows. I think that would be stupid to think that, because if that's the point, then what's wrong with you if you're not growing? Right. But I think for some people, it does present a possibility for growth, because their assumptions about the world have been challenged, and they've got to have rethought. What do they understand about what it means to be human? So I think those are some of the hot topics. I know there's others, but those are the ones.
No, that's a lot of good information.
Fun.
Well, thank you, David Balk, so much for coming and talking with us this morning at ADEC. The book, again, is Helping the Bereaved College Student, and thank you very much.
You're welcome.